All right, definitely. Let me say big up and welcome to everybody who is on this live. We're gonna give people a chance to get in on the live. Let me introduce Miss JC, Miss Aura, lady of many talents, and somebody who I admire a lot because of her creative soul. What's going on, love?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. So we are going to be talking about, and what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to copy the live and um, post it to a couple of places so we can get plenty of people watching. So people, if you're on
Yes.
this now, say hi to the people for a little while over. Let me just copy this
Hi,
all over
hello
the place.
everybody. Welcome.
All right. So I came across something here while just going through different things on social media, and it just stuck out to me that I had to jump on a live, grab somebody who I think may have a nice little that would love to discuss this with me, and talk about it. So let me find some groups I wanna get this in the meantime.
All right, cool.
So and people, if you're on, you're gonna want to share this live. I know you saw the caption for the live. Yeah, you're gonna want to share this live. It's gonna be funny. We're gonna talk about this for a little bit. So you're gonna want to share this live here. I'm just trying to create some watch parties in some different places and so on and so
All right,
forth.
sure, no problem.
Boom, boom, boom. Posts. Okay, I created one watch party. I don't know if I can create much more. It is what it is. So here's the thing. I'm going to
All
pull
right,
this up and we're gonna read this here, all right? All
please,
right. So here's this.
please.
The story here is, and hold on, I need some rum. I need to grab a little bit of rum for this here.
Oh boy.
Now,
Oh
guys, I
boy.
haven't I haven't watched this yet. Okay, I haven't read the story yet. I've only read the headlines. So I'm going to be embarking on this journey at the same time you're going to be embarking on this journey, and so too is Aura. So we're embarking on this journey at the same time. But the headline is: a 99-year-old Italian man divorces his 96-year-old wife after finding out her secret love letters from the 1940s. Boy, I got my rum, taking a sip. I want you guys to comment on this as well. Anybody who's watching this, I need you to comment on this as well, okay? So let me give you the headline once again. 99, one away from the big 100-year-old man, Italian man divorces his 96-year-old wife after finding her secret love letters from the 1940s. And I'm glad this happens
From
to a
the
man.
1940s.
Yes, I'm glad this happened to a man because I want to. I always had it. There's something about me that I always say, and people always say, "Oh, you're honest because you believe if it happened to you, or you're the one guilty, you don't want to be forgiven." But I'm glad it's happening to a man. So here's it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the story. A 99-year-old Italian man is divorcing his wife of 77 years old. They've been married for 77 years. All right? After he stumbled across letters she had written to a secret lover in the 1940s. The damning discovery happened days before Christmas, led the girl's grandfather to confront his once two-timing wife immediately, according to the London's Daily Telegraph. The 96-year-old woman, 4 years from 100, because she old too, identified in court papers as Rosa C., reportedly confessed to having an affair 60 years ago. All right? Now, and then tried desperately to persuade her hubby to stay. The scorn man, Antonio C., refused and filed for divorce despite a romance spanning nearly 8 decades. Remember, they've been together for 77 years. So it's nearly
77
eight.
years. That's longer than,
Huh.
plenty people
If
life.
I live to see 77 years, I'm good. Anyhow,
You live a full life. That's a full life.
I'm
That's
telling you.
more than you promised.
I'm telling you. So in that time, the couple amassed 5 children, a dozen grandchildren, and one great grandchild. The uncovering of the letters inside of an old chest of drawers was the final straw for a relationship that had already been rocky 10 years ago. So they were going through some drama, it would seem. So it was rocky for 10 years. But 10 years of a rocky relationship, that doesn't mean you just, I don't know. Anyhow, Now
This
he's
is
originally
crazy. It's wild. Wild. This whole thing is wild.
now the former lovebirds met in the 1930s when Antonio was a military officer based in Naples. Once the divorce is finalized, the pair could take the record for world's oldest divorces. The previous oldest couple to divorce were Brits Bertie and Jesse Wood, both aged 98, who ended their 36-year-old marriage in 2009. Okay, I got my alcohol. So let's talk.
There's so much to unpack. There is so much to unpack. This is wild.
No,
There's
I
nothing
had
normal with this.
no, absolutely not normal at all. So I had this statement. I have this saying about me, right? And girls used to always say, "Oh, it's because you believe you're going to cheat. Why you think that way?" But I always say that a person cheating one time is not a good enough reason for you to end the relationship. I've always said that. And I'm not talking about if you just start hooking up. I'm talking if you deeply invested, same bank accounts, kids, and all of that. A person cheating one time is not a good enough reason to me to end a relationship. All right. So I've always said that and the reason I say that is because we're creatures of weakness. You don't know what happened. I could look at this story and I could make a speculation as to probably why she cheated. All right. They met in the 1930s. He was a naval officer. She cheated in the 1940s. So you know what I think probably happened? In my own opinion, around those times, we had the different world wars happening. He was probably off to war.
Right.
She was by herself, and she fell in love with somebody while he was away. That's what I think could have possibly been the reason for that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
However, once he got back, she stuck around, and they were together happy for the rest of that time. They were even still happy during the point in time that he was probably cheating because they stayed together for 77 years. You know what I'm saying? So to divorce now is weird to me. It just seems like this dude, and I swear to God, I hope he's not a Cancer. Let me see if I can find his birthday. I hope he's not a Cancer. Please, Father, don't let me be a Cancer. Because they always say Cancer people are petty. And this is hella petty.
Wow.
Right? I hope he's not a Cancer. So I don't know. Hopefully he's not a Cancer. So go ahead.
I rest on this pillar very strong, right? Very heavy. This is a hill I'm willing to die on, right? I cannot tell people how to feel. Petty. Cancer people petty. Yo, I cannot tell people how to feel. I cannot tell people how to feel. So if this man really felt in his heart of hearts that the thing for him to do was to leave his wife, then big up him. At 99 years old, you want to be going through a divorce, you want to be arguing, big up you. That's not something I see in my lifetime. It's not even.
Listen, how the fuck do you jump on Tinder at 99 years old and be like, hey?
Who tell you? Who tell you the man, Miss Jane down the road?
Oh, shit. The nigga
the man don't know where he's going to get his next companion from. Who tell you the man needs Tinder?
The dude in his old-time slacks with them old, big, baggy dress pants.
Yes.
On Tinder flexing.
Jennifer down the road is going to find him very attractive. You stay right there.
Wow. Oh,
99.
wow.
But no, I don't tell people how to feel. However, I don't see myself being in a position where I'm going to choose somebody as my companion for a certain amount of time, as much as 77 years, and leave them towards the end. Because you've had a companion for 77 years.
Exactly.
So you don't know life without a companion for the better part of 77 years. Whether you're having a good time or a bad time, you have had a companion.
Because if you look at it.
You're going to choose 99 to start figuring out how to be single?
Hey, again, it baffles me. Because if you check the age range, if she's 96 and they've been together for 77 years, they pretty much got together when she was 19 and he was 22. Quick maths, 22. Pass, get my grade 2 in the maths, I'm good. So he was 22 when she was about 19. Right?
Right.
So that's when they got married, because they were married for 77 years. They were probably together before that, let's say for at least a year, before that,
Mm-hmm.
right? So
Mm-hmm.
that means that they got years under their belt, teenagers
Of course.
or young adults. And to throw all you like, probably it could be the reason too. Let me tell you what.
Listen,
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll give my point after. Go ahead.
I feel like we focusing a lot on this brother man and his choice, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we saying that he should give Shorty a chance because it's been so long. But
Mm-hmm.
if I agree on some levels with what you have said about cheating relationships. I don't condone cheating. I do not condone cheating.
I'm not saying it's
I condone
good.
honesty.
I'm not saying it's
So
good. I'm just saying it's not a good enough
I
reason
don't condone cheating.
to
I
break a
condone honesty.
relationship.
And I feel like if you cheat, the crime or the issue there is betrayal, and it's every right to leave. You have every right to leave if somebody betrays you. I don't necessarily think a person being sexually attracted to or connecting with another person for a period of time during a relationship is necessarily an indication of a lack of love or a loss of love for your initial connection and the initial person that
Mm-hmm.
you've been with. I have very controversial views on what I will just say is monogamy at this point, right?
Okay, I will
So
explain to you. Finish when you finish. Tell me when you finish, because I'll explain to you what I mean. But when you finish, go ahead.
right. So I feel like if you had a companionship for 77 years, right? And
Mm-hmm.
she cheated, they got together in the 30s. She
Mm-hmm.
cheated during the 40s. We're in 2020, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if so long after the incident you have had a happy companionship, and we're assuming that the companionship was happy
Yes.
companionship, now is not the time. Her cheating back then does not invalidate everything else
And I agree.
coming down the line after that,
I
or
agree
vice
100%. I agree. I
I
agree
don't condone
100%.
her cheating.
Agreed. This is how I think, right? When I say that I don't think cheating, let me rephrase it. I don't think somebody cheating once in a relationship when you're at that level is a good enough reason to end the relationship. And here's why. I think
Don't tell
that,
people.
well, I'm just saying, I think there's so much you have to do to end a relationship. Now, if you are with somebody, and I understand people saying, oh, betrayal and so on and so forth, okay.
Betrayal.
The
That's what it
reason, the
is.
reason why I don't think it's a good enough reason, personally for me, is because sometimes we have moments of weakness, right? Now, if you don't make it a habit, if it's not a habit, if it's a one-off kind of thing, I don't think it's a good enough reason to end the relationship. I'm talking about you. If you married and you have years on your belt, you have to start changing bank accounts. You have
I
to,
hear what you're saying.
it's too much.
I
It's now.
hear what you're saying, and I get it. But what I'm saying to you is betrayal is more than enough of a reason for that. Because
Okay.
then I can't trust you. I cannot trust you. So here's the thing: if what you're saying is moment of weakness, which is what I wouldn't say moment of weakness. I would say I just be minding my business, and attraction just come and box me upside my head. I just be minding my business. I'm not out here roaming looking for somebody to be attracted to. Attraction has just happened, right? So
Mhm.
if I find myself attracted to a person so much so to the point where I am going to commit the act of infidelity, because I don't subscribe to these things, but if I've gotten to that point where I'm going to cheat, I might as well have a conversation with my partner and face the consequences of that. And if I'm not willing to face the consequences of that, then I need to reevaluate my position. So infidelity is not my issue. My issue is cheating, lying, you know, the betrayal of you having a secret situation with somebody else. I think those kinds of things poison relationships. So I think
You,
it's every reason to leave. If somebody's gonna lie to you in your face, lie down side you and lie to you, then there's a reason. is a reason. I don't want a bank account with you either.
You know what I think is this man's situation. Based upon the age range, I would likely think that she may have been the only person he's ever been with. Right? I think it's possible
You'd
that
be
could be the case.
surprised that Buddy Bear Girls when he went to fight war, wherever the hell he went to
Well, you
fight
see,
war.
if that is the case and he did that, and I think it's stupid for him to want to divorce now because she cheated. But anyhow, so I'm just going to say, for argument's sake, that she was probably the only person he's been with. I think maybe what happened as well was there was a point in time where he probably met somebody and he had the potential to probably cheat, and he said to
And he
himself, you
chose
know
not
what?
to.
And he chose not to. So he's looking back at that and like, motherfucker, damn, I could have cheated this. Yeah. So I think that is probably what happened in his situation, and he just like
Could be part of it. That's
maybe Gamak to look for the girl he could have potentially cheated with and try to get you back at 99 years old. I'm like, listen, that's just too much of a stress and a headache for me to go and get a divorce at 99 years old. I just move out.
It's the companion thing. It's the companion thing for me. It's the companion thing, and it's the fact that this isn't. Okay, I wouldn't feel this way if she cheated a year ago, last month, 2 years ago.
That's the point.
5 years ago. There were so many years that came after the initial infidelity that you enjoyed this person's company. You chose to stay married to this person for how many ever years after the act you're choosing to leave them over. Do you understand what I'm saying? So it's like, what I don't understand is, how could your partner connecting with somebody else invalidate your connection?
That's the thing. It shouldn't. And again, I don't agree with what this guy did personally.
I don't agree with what she did either. Everybody can be wrong, Situations don't have to have. Listen, everybody's a villain in somebody's story, and there's gray areas all around. It doesn't have to be that because somebody is wrong, somebody is right. Like, both of them are acting a plum fool at 99 and 96. Like, honey, why are you holding on to these letters? You've made your choice.
Exactly. And that's another thing. She's just dumb for that. Like, she's really
dumb.
She's really dumb for that. You know what I'm saying?
You got away with it. You did it. You were wrong. You got away with it. You chose to hold that secret in your chest. First of all, I don't know how you living with a person and holding on to a secret that have to be eating you from the inside out. How are you doing that for so many years? Keeping secret. Like, I cannot, I cannot. Which is why I'm like, just tell me. If we're going to get to that point, just tell me. Because secrets have a way of festering and creating resentment and all kinds of awful, poisonous things to a connection, to a relationship. Just talk to me about them. Just tell me about them, because I have boundaries, not rules. So you can do whatever you want to do. You can tell me whatever you want to tell me. I will just decide whether or not I want to deal with that. But people don't want to lose. So you lie. Get away with it. Show it stubborn and then not show it evidence.
Listen, I know some guys who don't even keep messages in their friggin' phone. You're gonna hold on to the
hold
letters.
Your friends accountable. Tell them to stop lying.
Listen. I'm an honest believer that you don't get between bark and tree, right? So leave me out of that. There's a lot of ladies out there. I don't want to switch a topic to it, but there's a lot of ladies out there who know their men cheating on them. They know, but they're the type of person that would say, unless me see my two yai, I'm not gonna believe. When you come across those people, you leave them the hell alone to enjoy their bliss, because you don't know how happy they are in their situation. The cheating may not mean nothing to them. Maybe it's something they can accept, so they don't care. And who am I to judge? If they're happy, they're happy. It's all good.
I agree.
One second. Continue talking though.
Right, I completely agree. If anybody's in the live, now would be a good time to talk back. I definitely do feel like there's a level of petty that is sitting somewhere in that. But I do believe that both of them are wrong. And I just like 99, 96.
Mm-hmm.
Pack this up. give her the silent treatment. Make her, change her diapers. Make her do something. Make her do something she don't want to
Listen,
do. Like
listen.
punish her. I don't know, but like to I don't know how I would be living if anybody's ever been in a relationship and then not understands that feeling of wow, I really miss my companion. Like you could be mad. You're mad at bro. You're mad at sis. You're mad at her. You're mad at him. You hate their guts. They hurt your feelings. And then one day you're just lying down by yourself and you're just minding your business and your brain says, you missed a little hug up.
I wonder if they still were having
You
sex though.
hush. You're loud.
Do you think they were still having sex at 99 and 96?
I'd rather not. I'd rather not think about that. I don't even think it matters. I think after a certain point in time, whether or not, and it's a people thing, yes. I'm sure that there are 90-something-year-old people who do still like to get it in, and there are probably people who are in their 60s, in their 50s, who have decided, yeah, I done with this shit. I'm sure there's people on both ends of the spectrum. I just feel like after a certain point of time with being with a person, like after you've been with one person for a certain amount of time, it's about way more than the sex. Like the sex becomes not quite as important as the other parts of intimacy. So when your hip start hurting and your back start hurting and you get arthritis in this hand and the parts not working like they used to, women get vaginal dryness, men get erectile dysfunction. Instead of hurting up your feelings, just you digress to the things that are a little bit more simple. So yeah, they probably was doing a little hug up, kiss up, holding hands in their little chairs, watching the days go by. Because remember, retired people don't work.
True.
So they don't have any, like, unless they're occupying their days meaningfully outside of each other, spending time with each other. What are we doing at 99 by ourselves, with vexation of our spirits? Like,
Listen, I don't know, man. I really would like to find out, you know, how. I would love to have a conversation with this guy and hear his reasoning for the divorce.
I also kind of feel really sorry for him. I think it must be really hard knowing you've spent so much time with a person, thinking that, you can trust this person. After you get to a certain point in a relationship, you think you've passed certain things. You get past feeling like you can't trust this person or questioning your ability to trust this person. You get past, wondering if this is the right fit. You've made this decision for 77 years, so you're sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I can't imagine what would have happened for him, his whole world crumbling around him, finding out that.
Is it though? Is it?
It's
Is
not,
it?
it's not, but I can see how it feels that way. It's not, it's obviously not, but I can see how it feels that way. When you think that you're completely and totally open with a person and that person is completely and totally open with you, and then you find out that they haven't been this whole time, that there's this secret that they've been keeping from you, that level of betrayal hurts, regardless of whether or not we think the betrayal was big. It's betrayal. And that's the thing. It's about the principle of the thing. I'm sure if she had lied about her friggin' maiden name, he would feel some level of pain. I'm not sure he would divorce her, because monogamy says that what she did is breaking the rules, and it means that she doesn't love him. But
One second.
I feel like betrayal overall just really destroys a thing. It really destroys a thing. Like, how could you betray me?
Yeah.
How could you do that?
So it's just weird. The whole situation is a weird situation to me. Again, for those who might be just tuning in, we're talking about a 99-year-old Italian man who divorced his wife of 96 years. After
77 years. She's
they've been together for 77 years. Because he found out that she cheated in the 1940s. So she cheated eons ago. He found out recently, and he divorced her. He's 99.
Can you imagine that
she's
conversation
96.
though? I feel like I would love to get like another actor like go into a space, kind of devise that scene of what that would look like. Like, first of all, you're 99. What exactly were you looking for when you found these letters? Sis, where did you keep these letters and how did he find them? Were they spring cleaning? What was happening? Was he in the room when he found them? Did he find them and read all of them and then confront? How does the confrontation look?
Here's another way to look at it. Here's another way to look at it. Maybe just maybe, she was the aggressor in the situation. Let me tell you what I mean by that. Maybe they're there because they said they were having problems for the last 10 years. And maybe they got into an argument. She just said, you know what? I never loved you. Look, bye. I love this person instead. It could have been that too. It could have been that.
I really highly doubt that's a 96-year-old woman who spent 77 years with a man is going to wait until the end of that span to be like, by the way, nigga, I never loved your ass. Like, that don't make sense. I'm pretty sure in 77 years, he has found other ways to upset this woman.
Listen,
like, I'm sure he done pissed her off a couple of times in
probably
77 years.
But women have this ability, and ladies, I love you, but women have this ability to know where to cut you for it to hurt. And men, we fall for it all the time.
What? I don't like this because you're here saying to me in no uncertain terms that this man would be insane, is insane and being petty for ending his marriage at this point, at this stage. But you're telling me that the woman would be dumb enough to do it.
I'm just saying that we don't know the situation. You listen. Anybody who can be with a person for 77 years.
We don't know the situation, but by your logic, applied to both people as equal beings, doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. That can't be real.
Hey, they say the truth is sometimes more weird than reality. I would love to have this conversation with these people, or even just him or her, and really find out what led to that.
Me no believe no hot girl. We know she man and get with them. Remember she with this for 77 years, no brother man. Me really feel like she could go and give up the ghost at 96. Me really no feel like that one.
I wonder if I could find a picture of them. They didn't give their full names in the article I just read here, but I wonder if I can find another article that may have had their full names. I would love to.
Not go harass these people. I feel like right now they just, they're going through it. I can't imagine the heartbreak at 99. You know what heartbreak feel like?
Yeah. Antonio and Rosa. They didn't give the last name.
That cannot be fun.
Yeah, man. It's
what are they?
Well, the guy's name is Antonio, and his wife is Rosa. Names? Antonio is the guy's name, and Rosa is the woman's name.
Italians.
The Italians, yeah. The Italians. But they didn't give their last names, so I don't know.
I feel really sorry for them both, man.
I guess they're at the point where they say, I've lived a full life.
That can't be easy.
Listen to me. They have this statement that old people are so stuck in their ways. You must really have to be fed up at 99 years old to be like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm out.
I feel he left her for more than that. It got to be that he left her for more than that.
Again, sorry, people. Again, I believe that she was probably the only woman he's ever been with. And he may have had opportunities to be with other women and he didn't cheat. And then he gets this bit of information like, yo, I cheated on you. Because she may have actually been the only man he may have been the only man she has been with. And maybe he was maybe he had that idea in his mind. And maybe, I don't know, maybe he used to brag to his friends on the corner like, yo, she's the only girl I've ever been with and I'm the only guy she's ever been with. You can't take that away, blah, blah, blah. And maybe that was the benchmark of his whole
I
relationship. And when he found it out, he just like burst his bubble. I don't know.
There's so many things that we could sit here and speculate, but I really would like to improvise a scene of a 99-year-old man finding the love letters of his 96-year-old woman wife to her secret lover over 60 years ago. Because I feel like that would be hilarious to watch.
I would like to
It
hear.
would be funny.
I would love to read those love letters.
Could you
Like,
imagine the pause between him in the room screaming her name and her getting to the room to ask what? Like, could you imagine the distance
hold
in
on,
time
hold on,
between
hold on,
that?
hold on. He's probably taking like 2 days to get from the bathroom to the bedroom and shit using it. Yo, it's we need this guy needs to open up a Tinder account. He needs to get a nice hot 86-year-old woman to date.
Could you please
And
leave that man in peace? And leave the Tinder thing alone and leave the man in peace?
I think he needs to open a Tinder account.
I
think he
think
does.
he needs to reconcile his relationship with his wife, because if you can spend 77 years with a person, 77 years.
Yeah, I mean,
77 years is longer than life expectancy.
What's the longest you've ever been in a relationship for?
Why would you put me on the spot like that?
I'm just curious. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you my longest as well. So it's an equal opportunity, embarrassing situation for us. Don't worry.
I don't think it's embarrassing. I'm not embarrassed by it. My longest relationship was 2 years.
2 years. Okay. My longest was 3. And the thing about me is I've not had very many serious relationships. Like I've had flings and little bit of things and so on, but serious relationships where maybe the potential of marriage was somewhere there, I've not had very many. So 3 years, probably. And this dude had 77 of these bad boys. Listen, if I was supposed to date with somebody tomorrow, I would have to be nearly 110 years old for us to get 77 years under the belt.
Why do you like this?
Oh boy. Listen.
My thing is this with being together for long, because my parents have been together for I'm 25, so they've been together for 28 years, right?
Okay. You have older siblings?
Yeah, but not of my.
Not both of them together. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm the oldest for my parents. Yeah, they were married for 3 years before they had me, and so I see how people do coexist for long periods of time because I've watched them for 25 years, right? As well as other relationships around me, godparents, aunts and uncles, all these different things. I've seen functional ones, seen ones that aren't functional.
Mm-hmm.
I think the thing for me is I strongly believe that no one has ever been JC before. Like, no one has ever been me. No one has ever been you. So nobody knows how to do it. Nobody knows how to be you. Nobody knows how to be me. Mm-hmm. And so I'm legitimately out here experimenting and figuring my shit out. Like, I'm trying to figure out how to exist as JC. And I think I can think one thing. I can be with a person and think to myself, okay, yeah, in this moment, because I can't promise anybody a future or a forever, because I don't own that. That's a promise to me, so I can promise it to you. So in this moment, for what I know of me, for who I am, for what I require from a companionship, I can choose a companion. And as that companionship continues to carry on, I can continue to choose on a daily basis whether or not that companionship is right for me and my companion. And my companion has the same opportunity. But when it's not working, or when it's creating a situation where there's too much sacrifice on either end, or either person has to compromise themselves, their purpose, their goals, their dreams, that says to me that this companionship has lived its lifespan.
I agree.
So for me,
no,
it's not about how long you're in a relationship.
hold on. Go ahead. Finish what you're saying.
Yeah, it's not about how long you're in a relationship. It's about, the quality of the relationship and the experience that you have and what you learn while you are there. Yeah, what you saying?
Let me get somebody else's opinion on this from somebody who created a video for this story. So let's watch this.
I cannot hear it.
You can't hear?
Nah.
Well, I don't know what to tell. I don't know how you can't hear though. That's weird.
I don't know. I can hear you fine, but I cannot hear sis. She's over here, lip syncing to nothing.
Okay, I know why. Okay, you're not gonna hear me for a while, so that you can hear. How can I set this so you can hear? Because I have my microphone set so you can hear my microphone. How can I set this so you can hear this? Let me see if I can. I don't know if this is gonna work. Maybe it might work. Let me see something. No. Okay, that's not gonna work. Anyhow, I don't know. We can let's leave that alone. It's not working. Abort mission.
All right.
The people can hear though. The people who are watching can hear. I don't know why you can't hear. I have to figure that out. But basically, this is just another Young Turks reporting the same situation there. It's weird. Anyhow, JC or J.
Yeah.
I want to ask the people out there a question. I'm gonna confess something here, right? And I'm just putting my truth out into the light. With the start of this whole coronavirus pandemic and so on, I've been unemployed for about a month now, or a little over a month now. And, and because, of cutbacks with regards to this whole pandemic, right? And I decided to, not to stay at home and just be bored. I decided to start and focus on content for my social media platforms. So my aim and my goal right now is to try to monetize my social media platforms from Facebook to YouTube and so on. And it's a bit of a journey to get there. So I decided to create my own company where I am creating content like this. I am doing certain shows and I'm getting to speak to people who I want to speak to. There's some people in life that I would want to have a conversation with. And when you work for a media house, it's always, oh, how can we make money from this? Or how can we do this? And how can this work? And it doesn't always work out the way you want to if, it doesn't make dollars and cents. So now I can speak to people who I've never got a chance to speak to and just have certain conversations. So what I'm doing here now with this people is I am just trying to create content that everybody can enjoy, or most people can enjoy, or whoever this content reaches, it reaches. But this is just things that I would love to speak on and love to hear about. So I started the Mass Breathers morning show that happens Monday to Friday from 9 to 10. I do my Soca Saturday show. I'm going to do a Reggae Sunday show. And I have like 2 other shows that are very close in the pipeline of coming out. One of them is Say the Word. Now, you may have seen me post something about Say the Word. And what Say the Word is, it's one-off interviews with icons, with legends in their fields, right? These are interviews that I think should last more than an hour or an hour at least. So I can't do them in the Mass Breathers morning show. I have to give these interviews breathing room. So the first person I'm going to interview on that is actually going to be Whitney of Stonewall, right? We're going to be talking about his journey from the sound system culture when he started and coming up. One of my next guests that I'm going to be talking to for that show is going to be Neil Cochran, right? And we're going to be talking about his whole start from doing the promotion thing, being the head of Carnival, and also horse racing and everything he does there. I have another person. I'm not going to reveal who that person is yet, but that other person is Antigan. But when I interview that person, I guarantee you international media is going to pick up that interview because of how big that person is. I'm not going to tell you who it is yet, but that is another one coming up after that. So that's another show I have. And guys, if you're listening and you're watching out there, I want to do a show with JC. All right, I want to put it on the spot. I want to do a show with JC. I want us to have this sort of conversation about different things. Don't their face a friend, I'm their face. Oh, right?
Y'all loud me up. Y'all loud me up. Very
Yeah.
loud.
I put you on the spot. It's all good. It comes from a place of love. I want to do a show with JC. I haven't fully convinced. Well, I think I kind of convinced her, but I haven't fully convinced her yet. And we haven't even developed the show yet. This was just us deciding to come online and fuck around and talk for a little bit about a weird topic that I just came across on social media, and I found, hey, this had to be spoken about. But I want to do a once a week show with JC. What I want you guys to do is, if you think that me and JC make a good tandem and you think they like how our conversations go, tell me about it. Let me know what you're thinking and if we should do it. All right? So I don't know what the show is going to be yet, because as I said, it's just now we're kind of just talking.
Yeah, we just had a conversation for everybody.
You know, maybe we might have another co-host on there with us. We don't know yet, but we're gonna see. I still have to sit. And what I want to do is, I want it to be something different in a sense. So if you think it's a good idea for me and Aura J to do a show together, mind you that Aura J still owes me on a bet. So I'm just putting it out there.
Wow!
I'm just putting it out there to the universe.
Wow!
You do owe me to a bet. Answer my question.
No, you want to run up the hill? No, Dre.
Answer my question. Answer my question. I'm not in shape right now. I haven't gone to the gym in a while. So you can't do that to me now. I was in shape then. Answer my question though. Answer my question. Did you not, hold on, did you not forfeit a bet?
Do you want this?
Your phone is cutting out. But did you, it's a yes or no question. Did you or did you not forfeit a bet?
Yes, I forfeited a bet.
Okay. So it means then that I would have won by way of forfeit. A win is a win regardless. So you owe me on a bet. Right? Yes or no?
I don't know about that. I'm sure there are books that
you will get tackle boil now.
No, I'm willing to provide you with the opportunity to fulfill the bet that had no choice but to be forfeited.
I won the bet though, so you can't be fulfilling something I
could
want.
Rain check it. I actually rain checked. I rain checked. You said nah, you forfeit. And I was like, okay, cool. That sounds like a lot of running to me. A lot of the chicken feathers flapping. Can you hear it? I can hear it. I can hear the running.
You can say what you want to say. A win to win. A win to win. Whatever you want to say, you can say. Listen, I'm 35 years old. Peer pressure don't work on me. A win's a win. So, so you owe me. And I'll decide, because what I'm supposed to have gotten for the bet passed. So I'll decide what you owe me for this bet. But people, if you think that this is a good tandem, let me know. You can jump in my inbox. Let me know. You can WhatsApp me. You can WhatsApp me at 785-9935. And think, we'll develop a show if, Aura J wants to. And I don't know. I think she probably may want to do this with me. We'll see. And we'll go from there. But Aura, we've been here for 45 minutes now, talking about a 99-year-old man and his 96-year-old wife.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize we were here this long.
Yeah, 44 minutes and 33 seconds to be exact.
Well, sure.
All right. So this is time flies when you're having fun.
So that's all.
Thank you, Aura. Thank you.
Oh yeah, no, thank you. It was fun. Thank you, people, for listening to us for so long, talking
Yes,
about this man and
you know.
his ex-wife. Crazy,
I could have
wild.
I could have sworn when I started the bottle was about half, and I was way down there. I don't know.
Yeah, we know he's alcoholic. It's okay.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Firstly, I'm a social drinker. This is a social gathering.
But you're the only one drinking, which makes that actually anti-social. You want to see what I'm drinking? Water. It's local too.
Okay, well, I had ice in the cup, so technically I was drinking water as well.
Mm, 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 mm. I sure.
All right. But anyhow, people, thank you for joining this broadcast. And maybe,
Absolutely.
very soon you can see a show with me and JC. Now, just to run through a couple of things, the Mass Breathers Morning Show is Monday to Friday from 9 to 10. The Say the Word show, if I can get it once a week, I'll try. But, when you have legends to interview, I always get them once a week. You get them when you can get them, right? But the first one is going to be this coming Friday at 7. The next one is going to be the next coming Friday at 7. And the one after that is going to be the next Friday at 7. I have those three ones lined up. I have more than 3 days. So I have to try to contact people within this time to get this continue. And then I think what today? Today's Thursday? Maybe Thursday.
Uh,
Yeah, today's Wednesday. So
today's
maybe
Wednesday.
Wednesday at 7. Who
Time
knows?
is
Maybe
moving.
me and Aura might do a show together. We'll see.
Maybe. We'll see.
Hey, by the way, look out for Poetry in the Park this Saturday at 7. It's going to be streamed on the Spilling Ink page as well
That's
as
right.
my page and the Spilling Ink page. We're going to be stream on both platforms. It's going to be a
Awesome.
virtual version. We're going to try to connect with some people from different islands, and we're going to be
Isn't that so
showcasing.
cool?
Yeah, man. I listen. I
I think it's
like.
really cool how I think it's really cool how all of this social distancing and coronaing has forced us to take things into a space where more people can be included, more people can easily be, involved in things. So like living in Jamaica for however long, for 4 years in Jamaica, and then missing all of these events that I really would like to be at, and then all of a sudden everything is online, so I can be in every dance. Like, I think that's great. I think it's fantastic.
Yeah, definitely. And with this again, it's like a blessing in disguise
Mm-hmm.
because I am maybe gonna be able to get a chance to, I'll maybe be able to get a chance to make this a career in my later years. Because JC, I've been, and I keep calling you one time JC, one time over, whatever. Don't judge me. I've been in media for over 20 years. In almost every area of media, from in front of the camera to behind the camera to everything. So
Right.
this now is a new journey for me, and I'm glad to take everybody on this journey with me. And I wanted to show other people that hey, this can be done. Let's go and do it.
Absolutely.
As
Absolutely.
Billy from King Warrior say, create your own happiness.
You
Anyhow,
have
Aura J, aka JC, aka McCutie with the ball head. I must compliment
well,
you on that. Let me tell you something. I I don't usually like girls with bald heads. I always thought that I'll pass on that look, but there's not a look that I think you can do that you don't pull off well.
oh, bless. Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
and
Thank you. I appreciate
the nice blonde eyebrows. It works. Oh, by the way, you
it.
heard the cabinet press briefing that came out, right? The barber shops are going to be open. So, oh boy, Jesus, I can get this taken care of. Listen, you can't
You
even see
enjoy
my
that.
top lip anymore. No,
You
there's a dip.
enjoy that.
No. I'm beard gang all the way. But it's one thing to be beard gang, but this is bushy. This is like I have to part my beard out
Right.
to eat type vibes.
this is gonna be me inside watching y'all go back outside. Like, I have the tools to handle this. I went skin bald because that's the easiest thing for me to handle, as well as I wanted to do it and I enjoy it. So,
So,
like,
so let me ask you a
me
question.
not go outside for a very long time. I'm not going back outside.
You like me because I'm the same way as well. Because I don't see what I plan to do is I plan to call up my barber. I say, hey, walk with your mask, walk with your gloves, come cut my hair, and then bounce. I'm
Oh, I'm
not
sorry.
going.
I forgot I was talking to a celebrity. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot I was talking to a celebrity.
Where
Thank
is
you
he?
very much, Mr. Paisley.
Where's the celebrity? What are you talking about? I'm no longer a
Oh,
celebrity.
you.
I'm no longer a celebrity. I'm no longer. I'm no longer a
Celebrity
celebrity.
have your barber coming, pulling up on you to cut your hair. You can give all those instructions. That's celebrity. That's celebrity behavior and status.
Look, you just got. I love she bald head. I like it. And look what me get.
Bushman. So you go sometimes. So you go sometimes. So you go sometimes.
Yeah, so I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call my barber up. And I could have called them before, but I don't think I would be setting a good example if I'm gonna be telling people about social distancing, and then all of a sudden, that my hair cut, right? And I didn't. Obviously, I didn't cut it myself. But I'm going to call him up. He's coming here. We're gonna go on my gallery. I'm gonna get my.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna record it. Maybe we might go live with me cutting my hair. So
Privilege. Hello,
I don't know.
world.
I
I
don't know about all that.
acknowledge you.
So I'm gonna send this message out. I'm gonna tell you who's gonna cut my hair too. Just Boss is gonna cut my hair. So Just Boss
Big
the
up this
barber,
boy.
he's gonna cut my hair. I'm telling you guys now. We're gonna go live on Facebook when he cuts my hair. You know what I'm saying? We're doing that when it happens. All right, so look out for it. Maybe
All right.
Monday. Maybe Monday. Maybe Monday. We might do it Monday. All right. So Aura J, thank you once again. And
Yeah, thank
people,
you for having me.
let me know if you think that this makes sense. If me and Aura should do a show together. I would love to hear what you got to say about it. And to all the folks that stay tuned in, Mr. Parsley, Cardiff is my sister. Me Atta's massive, okay? I grew up in different places in Ottawa. I grew up in Tinder Road. I grew up on the Sousa Road. I grew up in Browns Avenue. I know Claudia from before Claudia was CP, if that makes sense to you. I know from days of going to school. So that's family right there. So we'll get it sorted out. All right. So JC, we'll work on that.
Yes, yeah. All
So
right.
not to put you on the spot. We doing this?
You are putting me on the spot. So you can't say not to put me on the spot. You are putting me on the spot, and I will not be put on the spot. So thank you for having me today.
We out, people. Bye.